Man. Now I just want to talk about Predator 2.
Yeah, let's just do that.
I think we should just talk about Predator 2 instead of this voodoo episode.
I agree.
I haven't seen it in 20 years.
Yeah, I've seen it recent enough to talk about it. Yeah.
Oh, I watch it. I try to watch it every year.
It's like the redhead stepchild. I don't know why people shit on it so much because it's actually really good. I like it like a lot.
Another movie that's progressive ahead of its time. It's an international cast. A lead actor is a black guy.
And you're not really thinking about it. All these people click. Yeah, everybody clicks in that fucking movie. Ruben Blades, Mary Conchita Gonzalez,
the top
Bill
part
Paxton.
Of Gary Busey's body. What happened to it?
It floats.
Yeah, it's still around. It just has robot legs.
Meat, Harrigan.
It has robot legs.
I'm gonna save your ass.
They did like Wild Wild West and put fucking robot spider legs on him.
And Darth Maul.
Yeah,
I think he's so high that his top half just floats.
made him into a steampunk racist.
I can float. I was Buddy Holly.
You sound like
awesome.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my!
I was playing a flamethrower to this place.
My son took my teeth. Collecting teeth. They're the tooth fairies.
What was that?
Dude, Jake Busey could pull off a Joker with no makeup. You know what I mean? Just put like a little bit of fucking blush on him. It's like, oh my god, it's the Joker.
He's puffy.
Yeah. He could be the coked out Joker after like 3 a.m.
The Joker isn't already coked out?
No. Joker is focused. He's not a cokehead.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Joker says no to drugs.
We're live, but I'm waiting until 10.
Oh.
10:15.
I bet you Joker doesn't practice voodoo though. God damn it.
Voodoo magic man.
Fucking voodoo magic man. I say shit happens.
Someone on Twitter says they know someone who does a really good cackle. And I'm like, hook us up.
Yeah. That's what we need after this fucking episode.
I can't get John here or John Castle time. I can't get him to do an intro for us.
Oh yeah, well he's busy, you know.
Yeah, doing what?
Exactly. I bet you Peter Cullen would do it.
You know who Peter Cullen is?
I guess not.
He's the voice of Optimus Prime.
He did every voice in the 80s of every cartoon show, like to this day.
And all of the movies as well.
And he hates the movies.
Can't imagine why. They're such high quality. They're so well written. And
they made Optimus Prime like the biggest asshole in the world in those movies. Because he has lines. Literally, he says, "I want to kill your face." It's like, what the fuck? It's supposed to be Optimus Prime. Optimus!
That's that quality Alex Kurtzman writing for you right there.
I never watched the Transformers movies.
I watched the first one. Don't. Yeah, it's like a slow lobotomy. Just
that hurts.
I remember the first one because I was getting pissed because they kept getting arrested every 12 seconds.
Yep.
They'd be in the back of a cop cruiser and then they get out and then they're right back in there. And I'm like, fucking, you're terrible.
I couldn't. I went and saw. I've seen the first 4 in theaters, and it's a nightmare. Yeah. But the fourth one, the first one with Mark Wahlberg, I had to walk out of the theater because my head was going to explode. Like I couldn't take it. I was like, that was
so bad. I don't think I finished watching that one either, and I sure as hell didn't watch the new one. But I did go see the first one and the second one in the theater. The second one, I saw the second one with my sister and my brother-in-law, and I walked out of that theater fucking pissed. I'm like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Not enough voodoo magic in it.
I guess, yeah, not enough magic paintings and voodoo curses.
So like when I watched Doctor Strange, I just turned away for a while.
Oh yeah, I don't get the attraction of that one at all, man. I'm
you don't like Doctor Strange?
No, I don't. I have a problem, and I think Phoenix kind of is the same way, at least based on the videos that I've seen. I don't like magic, just straight magic is a fucking plot device. It drives me batshit. Like they do a little bit of it in Star Wars, but they still have rules. You know what I mean? With Doctor Strange, it's just like, oh yeah, magic. It's just a thing. we're going to introduce this into the MCU now. And I'm just like, no. Like, I bought the alien stuff, but not the magic too, you know?
Yeah.
Come on. And also, my problem with that movie is I can almost get past the magic, but it's his origin story is like the worst earned I've ever seen in any single. It's like he's just instantly he's House, and then like a switch, he's like the good guy again. I'm like, no, not buying it. I don't feel it. I don't feel it justified. Like, at least with Iron Man, it's like you could see that he was seeing firsthand the end results of the products he was making. Like, you felt something, you know.
It wasn't until the third movie where he actually changed what he was doing. Like,
correct. So Doctor Strange is just like, it was so rushed. I'm like, well, we got to hurry up and give this guy an origin story. And it's like they were just plotting through an origin story. And I'm like, a lot of people are like, I don't want another boring origin story. I'm like, well, those are always the most fun ones, because you want to tell me why I should care about this character. You have to show me the evolution of the character. But whatever. What do I know? I don't even like comic books.
I only watched it once, so I don't really know.
I rewatched it. I liked it better the second time, but
we watched it on Disney Plus.
I'm looking over here for a while. Oh, it's done with the visuals. Okay.
Oh yeah, it is kind of nauseating. I can't imagine watching that in 3D. I'd have thrown up.
I feel the same. I like 2001. It's one of my favorite movies, though. But
the visuals get you at the end.
At a certain point, I'm just like,
if you had epilepsy and watched 2001, you would be having some episodes for sure.
Did you see it in IMAX when it came out? In the fifth, I went and saw it in IMAX too. And the weirdest takeaway I had from it was I didn't eat lunch that day. So when they were eating their like paste, it made me hungry because it was so big on the screen. I was like, that looks like Mexican food. I'm hungry. Some good tapatilla shit right there.
It probably was. It probably tasted like Mexican food.
Probably. Kubrick did it.
It's a quarter after. Let's go to the theme song and start this shit show.
Oh, right.
The program contains scenes of violence, nudity, and mature subject matter. Parental discretion is advised.
I had to have nudity.
LIW from the Crypt review.
I always feel like you're doing that live.
I am.
Oh, are you? I didn't even see it. That's amazing.
Hello, welcome to LIW Test the Crypt Review, episode 21 for 104, Only Sin Deep, starring Leah Thompson. I'm Phoenix West.
I'm Adam, the Groovinator Wilcox.
Dick the Dickett.
Dick the Dick Dickett.
No, Dick the Dick Dickett.
Dick the Duck Fucker Dickett.
Riddick B. Riddick.
Richard P. Riddick. Murderer.
I don't know the last episode we did where I was speechless.
Yeah.
I don't know what to feel.
Got just gob fucked. Just
luckily there's three of us. There's two other guys here that can help me out here, because I always put these in three buckets like I do the Twilight Zones. I do my top tier, middle tier, bottom tier. And I'm debating between middle and bottom.
You should put this under the bottom tier. Like under the bucket, that's the bottom tier.
No, actually, we're going to let you go by yourself because you made us watch this shit, and we want to watch you slowly suffer and die on camera.
I didn't make you watch it. You know what made you watch it?
The wheel of the worst.
The wheel of death.
The ball of bullshit. Let's just call it the ball of bullshit.
Fucking
bullshit balls.
Oh. Did you buy that at a cursed object store?
Yeah, he
Walmart.
did. He
Walmart.
Totally did.
Right,
he bought it at Cursed Goods. He did.
Right next to that voodoo mask and the doll from that movie.
Scottie Pippen Easter Island doll on the wall.
Yeah.
and Annabelle. Right next to Annabelle. The real Annabelle, the Raggedy Ann doll.
My girlfriend and I are going through all the Insidious and Conjuring universe.
Oh, wow.
And right now we just watched where did we leave off?
Has she not seen them before?
We've seen them all except Curse of La Llorona.
I haven't seen that one yet either.
I saw pieces of it.
Yeah, they're all dumb. But we just watched Annabelle Creation, directed by David S. Sandberg.
That one's bad.
Yeah,
the only ones I like are the first two Conjuring movies are all right. I like those. They're okay. Yeah,
the second one's just way too fucking long.
Yeah.
I like
still all right.
The old British man ghost is funny as hell.
Yeah. No, there's some good stuff. Like, there's great images and there's some good stuff. They're just too fucking long.
The slow reveal of the old man in the chair,
that was
the
cool.
kid that turns into it. That was really fucking. That made my goosebumps come out.
James Wan knows what he's doing.
Yes, yeah, he's good. He's good. Yeah.
Fast and the Furious 7 was creepy as hell. The guy knows what he's doing.
He killed Paul Walker.
Scary.
He brought Paul Walker back to life, and it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. No, but we just watched Annabelle Creation. I'm looking forward to the next one because I like that third Annabelle movie. It reminds me of Friday the 13th series, where it's most of it takes place in that creepy bunker they have with other cursed goods.
Oh, right.
And they see like a TV that shows them like 15 seconds into the future. And it's interesting. I don't know.
I haven't seen that one.
But then we have to watch The Nun. And
The Nun sucks.
That's dog shit.
The Nun is garbage.
You know, someone thought it was like $1 billion idea where they're like, let's have Vera Farmiga's younger sister star in it. It's crazy.
It's not her sister, it's her niece, I think.
No, it's her sister.
Is it her sister?
Yeah.
I don't know where I stand with her. She's kind of cute, but kind of ugly, like Leia Thompson.
Vera?
Both.
Oh.
Farmiga and her sister or whatever.
Vera was hot in The Departed.
Oh yeah.
That was it.
Yep.
I would say the George Clooney movie, Up in the Air.
I didn't see that.
She's hot in that, but she's got a stunt butt because she walks towards him naked. I don't think it's her ass.
Bring in the stunt butt.
Stunt butt.
It's Westworld with with
Tessa Thompson.
Bring in the stunt titties. No, smaller.
It was Leia Thompson's ass. She came into the screen.
They're like, oh, that looks like a female. So let's bring in a guy who hasn't worked out in a couple of years. Let's bring him in. Oh, those are good titties. Okay.
Looks good, Tessa.
Yeah. She's like, no, it's me. Oh,
no, that is me. Oh, God, no.
Blowing my mind. This is working so well.
Oh, my God. I got to jerk off watching Thor 3.
I just hit my fucking knee on this.
Oh, yes, he cursed.
Cursed. It's cursed. Voodoo.
It is cursed. You are cursed. It is cursed.
This is a curse that I the most foul bean stench.
It's the curse.
I want
Kevin J. O'Connor.
Let's set up the episode real quick.
Yeah.
Thompson and some other girl are prostitutes. They both
Cardi
have
B.
Severe Brooklyn accents. And she threatens one dude to blow off his dick if he touches her again.
He's a pimp.
She goes into the alley with that guy because she watches Thomas Wayne. I already forgot his real name. She watches him.
Cullen.
It's
Brett Cullen.
I've already forgotten most of the episode.
We have someone named Brett and someone named Britt. Both spelled the same except one the vowel is different. It's crazy, but Brett Cullen goes into a fancy penthouse with a lady, and she watches him all jealous. She's like, I need money. She goes into the alley with a pimp. She starts to come on to him. She immediately robs him and then shoots him a bunch of times, even though the gun never goes off. Takes the jewelry back, goes into the pawn shop to sell it. The guy's like, this shit's too hot. I can't buy this. That guy, his real name is Britt. And then it cuts over to the shelf, and we show like dolls on the wall, and immediately I'm like, fuck, it's voodoo. I just got that feeling, Adam. It was a dash. It was a hint of voodoo, though. It wasn't overpowering.
And now you have the aftertaste of voodoo.
I can wash that down with something.
Oh, Howard the Duck.
Yeah, it tastes like voodoo.
We are so fucking sick of voodoo with Tales from the Crypt, man. Seriously.
It's only our second voodoo one, and I'm still fucking sick of it.
Find a new source of evil, for fuck's sakes.
They don't. There's a lot more voodoo episodes coming.
Yeah.
Well, we've already seen a lot of them.
I remember a few more that are coming that you haven't seen. One with like a magic thing that old people used to be young again, and then there's another one where it's like deep in the bayou. There's like a voodoo curse on this house. So yeah, there's about 4 or 5 more voodoo episodes out there.
We watched that one with Clancy Brown.
That was
halfway horrible.
Yeah.
And it was more than halfway horrible.
It was full on horrible.
Yeah.
There were some things I liked in it, but it was mostly horrible.
We just like the fact that Clancy Brown was in it, and that's about it. That's all.
It's a guest of the week show. Hopefully you like the guest. you'll like the guest, and hopefully you like the episode. I guess is how it should be.
I mean, I like Leah Thompson. I'm not gonna lie, but she did fuck a duck, so there's that.
True.
Who hasn't?
Howard the Duck, ladies and gentlemen, look it up, children.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I got into my frat.
A George Lucas movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Directed by the guy that wrote Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom with his wife. And he never worked again.
Nope.
Never. Close. Willard Huck.
Are you saying he directed Temple of Doom?
No, he wrote the script for Temple of Doom.
Oh,
with
bro.
Gloria
I
Katz.
thought you said directed.
No, he directed Howard the Duck.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so there you go.
I misheard you. I was doing some research here.
That's all right. We've come full circle.
Yeah. She says, I want 15 grand for this. He's like, it's too hot, but you have something else I want. Oh, yeah. Something else I could get inside. Yeah.
And he pays her $10,000.
I missed all this. I was looking at people and what they're doing now during the show. I'm glad you heard that because he takes her back and he sprays his hot liquid stuff all over her face. I thought he was going to make a vagina mold out of her. But instead he does a cast of her face, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because she's so hot.
He goes all tourist trap on her. Yeah.
I don't get how this makes sense. He takes a plaster cast of her face. I almost said Castor Troy.
Sold her beauty. Yeah, she sold her beauty, and she just thought he was full of shit. Like, money's money, whatever. And he says, "I'm going to buy you're selling me your beauty, and I collect on the 4th of this month or whatever." And she's like, "Yeah, whatever. This old man wants to take a cast of my face. Give me what was it, $1,500 or whatever the fuck it was. No problem.
10 grand.
So, 10 grand. Okay."
But here's where I want to pause and say, this is where that Friday the 13th episode was better. I understood the mythology, the backstory of how she's getting his youth. He drinks the tea out of that cup with the leaves on it, and she gets his youth. Okay, I get it. It's stupid, but I get it. This one, he takes a mold of her face and then walks over to his dead wife who's in a coffin in his back room, just like open air. And then he's like, "You'll be younger again." And they cut away. What the fuck did he do? I don't get the containment method for her youth.
I think he stole her essence of beauty. Though he didn't steal it, he purchased it. But then she could have bought it back, but she missed the date by a day.
Yeah.
And then she got mad because they set it up in the beginning when an older woman came in and started knocking shit out of his store.
Randomly. I forgot about that.
Yeah, see? And that was the setup. Oh, he's done this multiple times. He just steals beauty all the time from women.
You're right. I didn't even put it together till right now.
Well, you got to pay attention to these. They're deep.
Because he's got a whole case full of plaster molds, and I guess that represents the beauty that he's stolen from.
Yeah.
It's only sin deep, though. Dick.
It's only sin deep. Get it?
Next episode, there's an episode in later seasons called Only Skin Deep.
Yeah, I hate these titles.
You think it's part 2?
Just the titles that you hate.
Leah Thompson's back.
It's totally just the title. That's definitely the problem.
You are totally right. I completely forgot about that character, so I didn't even think about it throughout the entire rest of the show because it didn't matter.
No, well, it doesn't.
You know what it does, though? That little detail takes it from tier 3 to tier 2.
Oh, there you go. And then remember, she's the old lady that comes back into the store because he's talking to another hottie who's in the pawn shop. He must get hotties in there all the time because every 5 months, I guess.
5th Street in New York is just hooker central.
And that was not New York. That was like L.A. That
I'm
was ugly. That was ugly downtown L.A. if I ever saw it.
Like New York looks any better downtown?
Well, not anymore.
What the fuck happens after she gets it? Oh, she gets $10,000. They immediately cut to a what's it called?
She's in Bruce Wayne's penthouse party.
No, she goes and does a
shopping spree.
Yeah, what the fuck do we call that? I forgot.
Montage.
Yeah, what was that montage? Richard Gere, Julia Roberts.
Oh, Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman. Yeah.
She's
Pretty Woman
outfits. We see her sliding up panties, and we didn't cut up to see.
And that was probably not even her. That was a body double because her legs are gross.
Yeah, that was a Brit. And
He's great. He's got great legs.
He's trying out different outfits, and then she goes into the party, the Bruce Wayne party, and then she hangs out there, and she meets up with Brett Cullen, and she fucks him, and it cuts to 6 months later. And I swear it said 6 months, right? Did it say 4?
It's 4.
Okay, that makes more sense because when she comes back into the pawn shop, he says,
Yeah,
1 day. I thought it was 6 months, and I was like, no, that isn't.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
she starts to realize that her face is getting older, so she sees like lines, and she's only 21.
Yeah.
She's only 21 years old.
Actress is 28.
Exactly. She was actually 28. This was in her prime of Back to the Future 2 and 3.
This is right during 2.
Yeah, pretty impressive. Mom, you're so big.
Oh, titty fuck his mom.
Great flick. Bulletproof vest. Great flick. Great flick.
Tits!
You made me buy these.
Oh, Back to the Future 2 is great. I wish we would have watched that.
Yeah, exactly. We could be sitting here we could be talking about the pros and cons of time travel and fucking alternate realities and how we live in one now. Yeah.
That's what I love about the second one is you get double time travel.
Yeah.
Where he has to overlap himself and like not get caught. He's peeking out through the window while his principal's jerking off and the desk right in front of him. That's what I assumed at least.
Well, someone made a good point the other day. I'm sorry, speaking of the alternate timeline.
Yeah.
They're saying like no movies now are going to make $1 billion because no one wants to go to the theater anymore.
Yeah, I believe it. I'm worried about that too.
I think the $1 billion franchises are over.
Well, you know what? We wanted them to come to an end, though, right? Kind of,
because they needed a break.
Trying to plan, actually, planning a blockbuster doesn't irritate me as bad as planning these franchises. Like, we're going to make a whole pile of movies based on King Arthur.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Universal's the worst at that.
The Dark Universe.
Dark Universe.
They did that twice, by the way.
Yeah,
because
Marvel Knights. Remember that?
Yeah, remember when we were in film
Dracula
school?
Untold. Yeah.
When Van Helsing came out?
Oh, yeah. Van Helsing, that's right. And then Dracula Untold, which actually wasn't all that bad. But The Mummy,
No, but Universal had built sets for a television show, the Transylvania show. It was going to be about all the monsters in Universal's pantheon.
But I would like that.
The show, it cost too much. It was too expensive. So they
keep losing money making these shitty movies.
The problem was Van Helsing and that made like no money.
I get their theory. I get their thinking behind that. They have Hugh Jackman right after Wolverine. First 2 X-Men movies.
I went to go see Van Helsing when it came out. I wasn't crazy about it.
So do we.
But I liked The Mummy, so I gave Van Helsing a chance. But yeah,
The Mummy's okay. I don't like him, but I get why people do.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, cornball fun movies. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Cheeseball good time. Yep.
Yeah.
Van Helsing is just stupid as shit, though.
Yeah.
And then
too much CG, really bad writing, just a lot of dumb things. Yeah.
Well, I guess those Mummy movies, the reason why Brendan Fraser kind of disappeared was because the Mummy movies kind of destroyed his body because he did all of his own stunts. And I guess he broke every bone in his body fighting the Mummy in real life.
He took that being Indiana Jones thing a little too serious because Harrison Ford used to do a lot of his own stunts too.
Yeah.
And not everybody's Harrison Ford.
No.
Well, he got an ankle, so
he got to smoke more weed. That's the thing.
That's the secret.
Fraser has that covered.
Yeah. I'm sure he's more like his character in Airheads than most people realize.
Yeah. Brad Pitt's more like that in real life than most
School Ties. Brendan Fraser's absolutely School Ties.
Monkey Bone.
They tried to do it again later on with like Victor Frankenstein and shit like that.
Yeah, they tried. They failed miserably.
I saw Victor Frankenstein. I don't remember any of it. I instantly fell asleep right after that.
It's on HBO, and that was that.
Yeah.
And then
there's a big nothing burger.
The Mummy, and that movie's so forgettable, and it ripped off American Werewolf.
Yeah.
Big time.
I didn't hate it, but it also has a girl from Annabelle, the first Annabelle movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she's boring as shit.
She is boring.
That movie it's just boring. It's not. I wasn't
it
like,
is.
fuck this movie. I was like, why the fuck is Russell Crowe
It's so lifeless and dull and fucking awful.
Russell Crowe will do anything.
Yeah.
He'd probably be on this show.
His new movie looks interesting for Russell Crowe fans.
Oh, somebody couldn't watch it.
Driver. He's playing that movie Changing Lanes with Ben Affleck and Samuel L. Jackson. It looks like that.
Yeah, but I think it's more falling down.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, I think it's more violent.
It better be, because Changing Lanes sucks and Falling Down is fucking awesome.
Oh, Falling Down's great.
R.I.P. Joel Schumacher.
You missed.
We bring up Joel Schumacher every episode now.
We have
because he kind of weaves in with Tales from the Crypt. You know, like it's a lot of his style is in. Like he probably could have had something to do with this show, and we wouldn't even have noticed.
Yeah, number 23. I like that movie. Most people are like, I like that movie.
I don't remember it at all.
Well, my favorite Joel Schumacher movie is The Lost Boys. I fucking adore the shit out of that movie, and I think it's aged just as well as it was when it came out. And I don't think he's ever quite got back to that level. You know,
Kiefer's mullet is aged so well.
That is the best looking mullet ever. He's the only guy that ever made a mullet look cool in a movie. Fucking Kiefer Sutherland.
I just like how the comic book series of The Lost Boys made this just shirtless saxophone player a vampire hunter.
No shit. That's
like
cool.
He's like a major character in the comics for some reason.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, I think that's kind of funny.
Was he
that guy's a real artist. Like I Googled him. Like he literally, he's a real deal. Like they just filmed him in the movie. I'm like, do you put that much baby oil on you when you go up in California and get on the stage? And that's weird.
I'm looking at Joel Schumacher movies right now.
Yeah,
Tigerland's a good movie.
It's okay.
I don't remember it. 8mm I kind of like.
Oh, it's great. That's all you need.
The Client.
He did two Nick Cage movies. One of them is 8mm is good. The other one is terrible, called Trespass.
Oh, that is a bad movie.
I never saw that one.
It's god awful. Nicole Kidman and him. Oh God, it's bad.
Oh, I forgot he did St. Elmo's Fire.
Yeah,
I think that whenever I watch a Nick Cage movie, I need to just check in with you, Phoenix, and have you tell me, is this one going to be worth my time, or is this one going to make me want to eat a bullet? Like, I just want to know before I go in, what version of Nick Cage am I going to get from this? You know,
there are, I would say, 10 Nick Cage movies you'll watch and go, that was good.
Yeah.
The rest
okay. The rest of them are anomaly, right?
Yeah.
I probably have all the ones that I like too.
Well,
all two of them.
There's a lot of movies of his where you go, oh, I see what they're going for. Almost.
Yeah.
That's the most.
That's nice try. Yeah.
Like, he has a movie that Larry Charles directed.
Oh,
like Borat and all those.
Yeah.
He directed a movie called what the fuck is the name of it? Army of One.
Yeah.
Russell
Brand.
Russell Brand. Thank you. And I was like, he talks. I don't know. I can't even do his accent. It's fucking insane. Watch the trailer. And I was like, oh, I see what they're going for, but not quite.
Did you see Mandy?
Oh, I've seen
I like Mandy. I own that one.
Mandy was good.
Yeah, Mandy's good.
I also own the color out of space. Nick Phoenix didn't like that one as much as I did, but I'm more of a Lovecraft fan than he is. So.
Yeah, I need to see that one.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yeah,
I would say watch Adaptation, Raising Arizona, 8mm,
Mastic Men.
Yeah,
Man, yeah.
Con Air.
No, Face Off.
Oh, absolutely.
Him and Con Air is terrible.
Oh, but that's what makes it good.
Oh,
the Rock. The Rock is.
I like
The Rock is.
Yeah.
Which one?
The Rock. The Trust.
Yeah.
The Trust.
He did with Elijah Wood. It's pretty
God.
fucking good.
Is it?
Oh yeah, I like it. It's a lot of fun. It doesn't take itself seriously, but him and Elijah Wood really work really well off each other for some fucking reason.
Have you not seen Bad Lieutenant, Port of New Orleans?
Bad Lieutenant, I'd say watch.
That one's my top 3 Nick Cage movies.
Yeah, I'd say definitely watch that one. He arrests a young couple, and then he takes the drugs off them, smokes the crack, and then fucks the girl against a car. And Werner Herzog's like, I don't believe it.
And then if you're feeling weird and you want to get drunk one night, just get fucking plastered and watch The Wicker Man. Just laugh at every fucking scene.
Wicker Man, because it's
real. It's very rewatchable. It really is.
Raising Arizona, because they definitely should have.
Yeah, Raising Arizona is, I think, a masterpiece. That's a great movie.
I've seen both Wicker Man movies, and like the original one is like probably the best thing I ever saw. Christopher Lee in, because he's really into that fucking movie. He's having the time of his life, but the movie's a little up its own ass for my tastes. But then the Wicker Man with Nicolas Cage is just fucking hilarious to watch.
It feels like, the way I describe those two movies is the first one feels like the first half of Nick Cage's movie, and then the second half is when they lit it on fire and they threw Nick in there and they made them
he punished him. Yeah.
And if you want to watch a man beat women for 90 minutes, watch The Wicker Man.
Dressed as a bear, where he's like,
oh, fucking great. Punching bitches left and right.
When he kicks Lily Sobieski up against the
wall. Well, you know why? That was directed and written by Neil LeBlanc or Neil LaBute.
Neil LaBute.
And supposedly he's supposed to be a giant misogynist because all the plays he writes are very pro man, anti-woman shit, or he's making a discussion about it, but I don't know, whatever.
Oh,
he's Mormon. Who cares?
Tales from the Crypt.
Well, I was going to go back to one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to bring up one more thing. Oh shit! I think I forgot it.
Damn it! You blew it.
Okay,
I forgot.
She starts seeing crow's feet, and he's like, "Let's go out." She's like, "I think I have some skin condition." He's like, he makes fun of her for having like child acne. So he's like, "I want to go to the prom," and it was so bland, I didn't notice it was a joke. I'm like, "Why is this motherfucker going to the prom?"
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's joking. And she covers her face up. Immediately cuts to her like the Black Widow thing. Like she has the shawl over her face, like the netting, and she's wearing all head to toe black.
She looked like Winona Ryder from Beetlejuice. Exactly the exact getup. Yeah.
And then she gets some money around, and then she goes back to the pawn shop and she tries to buy her youth back. And he's like, You missed by one day. He was up on the 4th. Today's the 5th. And she's like, come on, I'll suck your dick. What do you want me to do? Come on. And she offers $12,000. And then he's like, $100,000. And then she goes right back to the same place. They do the exact same scene. I guarantee it was just a continuation of the same shot. And she's like grabbing all his jewelry and gold and money. And he walks into the apartment. And she shoots him 11 or 12 times. I forget which.
I think it's 11.
It was insane. He calls 911. He's like, "Who are you? Someone's in my house." Anyway, so can you get police? And she shoots him 4 times. And he's like, "No, seriously, who are you?" And she shoots him another 9 times, or whatever the fuck math is.
This teeny little gun that has a clip like this fucking big in it. Yeah.
She shoots him 11 times, and he falls over, and he's like, "I guess I'm dead. Whatever."
Oh, okay. I remember what I was going to say.
Yeah.
If you liked Wicker Man. Did you ever see Kill List? It's a British movie. There's a guy named, I think his name's Ben Wheatley, but he's a British director. He does a lot of weird, edgy, different kind of movie. He did High Rise. He did this other movie, I forgot what it's called, where it's a couple that meet up. It's in England. They meet up and like they're driving around a trailer and they murder people. It's really funny and kind of like a nice love story. And then Kill List is really good. Kill List is the one to watch. It's very, very dark and just weird.
I remember the poster, but I don't remember anything about it.
It's awesome. Kill List is great. There's a scene where the guy is this guy gets a kill list, right? So he's an assassin. He gets paid to kill these names, and he shows up to the guy's house, and all that's on the table is a hammer. And he said the guy sits on the table. He reads the note. And he goes, "Thank you." And then the guy starts beating him to death with a hammer. It's fucking intense, but it's really good.
So it reminds me of also Werner Herzog. Speaking of Port of New Orleans, is him in that terrible movie, that Tom Cruise movie.
Oh, Jack Reacher.
Jack Reacher, where
that one was bad.
Jack Reacher is better than the second. The second one's fucking bad. The second Jack Reacher movie is way worse than the first.
I hated the first one because I'm like, this is almost working, and it felt like, remember the Three Stooges scene where they're beating the shit out of each other?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? I love Christopher McQuarrie. I love him.
I do too. Yeah.
Way of the Gun is one of my favorite movies. It's
like
vastly underrated, but that movie, I'm just like, this is fucking terrible.
Well, you know, Chris McQuarrie did rewrite the Mummy script. He's credited with that.
Yeah, I know.
I thought Kurtzman was responsible for that.
He was, but Tom Cruise has a thing where McCoy has to write every script he's in.
Oh, okay. He's one of
that's
Tom
why.
Cruise's
That's
cronies.
why.
Gotcha.
He
Okay.
took over Mission Impossible movies, which I actually really enjoy his Mission Impossible movies. I think
they're great.
I do too. It's hard not to like them. They're very good. Yeah, they're very rewatchable.
Watch Way of the Gun if you haven't seen that. It's
Way of the Gun's good.
Coro and Ryan
Philippi.
Ryan Philippi. And Juliette Lewis and Taye Diggs, and it's great.
Nikki Cat.
I used to have a little crush for Juliette Lewis too.
I had a crush on Nikki Katz.
Yeah, exactly.
You know Nikki Katz in Dark Knight?
Yeah, he stopped acting after that.
Did he really?
I don't think he's done a movie since.
Really? I could swear he's in something. I think he does TV. I think he's on a TV show. Look him up.
I think he flat out retired after that, after a couple years after that or so.
I know he was in the Candelabra movie. He's in that one. That's a great movie too. Yeah, that's another great movie.
I also watched the second and third Oceans movies.
Oh wow! Holy shit!
I don't recommend 2 and 3.
No,
I haven't watched them since they came out. But anyway,
wow.
The funniest thing about that first Oceans movie is the fact that every time you see Brad Pitt, he is constantly eating something in every fucking scene.
But does that Moneyball too?
Kind of like Leah Thompson in this show is constantly chewing bubble gum in every fucking scene.
And fucking ducks.
That is her character, is to chew gum, because she's been chewing mint gum ever since she sucked Howard the Duck's cock and has been trying to get that taste out of her mouth for the last, I don't know, when did that movie come out? 87. So this would have been about at least 2 years.
Later.
Still haven't got the taste out. Yeah.
No, it takes a while. You'd like corkscrew it into her mouth.
Yeah, because it's got a corkscrew cock. That's what we discovered.
Yeah.
Ducks have corkscrew penises.
And she's got this terrible accent, like she's Cyndi Lauper.
Didn't she have
Howard, you don't respect me. You just want me to sit on an egg all day, you motherfucker.
Well, that's what wasn't that her dialect in Howard the Duck, because she played like a streetwise rock and roll star girl.
I don't remember the last time I saw Howard the Duck was when it came out. I saw it on HBO, and I was like, "The fuck did I just watch?"
I have it on DVD somewhere.
You would have it on DVD.
Yeah,
I got to upgrade to Blu-ray.
I don't think it's on Blu-ray yet.
It might be. I think it might have like a little.
But do you have Space Mutiny on DVD? Because I own that.
You do. I know that.
I have Space Mutiny on DVD, and I'm proud of it.
I have the MST3K version.
Not the Mystery Science Theater version, just the actual movie Space Mutiny.
I might
have.
All my shit's packed up, but I think I might. I can't remember.
Oh God.
So did you take all your stuff out of storage just to put it back in storage?
No, all my stuff. It's moving over. We're moving in a couple weeks here, so hopefully.
Are you moving out of the city, or are you moving to another part of the city?
No, just moving across town.
Oh, okay.
It's been a fucking nightmare. I do not want to go down that road. This show is my escape from that, because dealing with real estate agents is the fucking worst.
Been there, done that. Don't want to do it again.
Yeah, I don't buy.
Yeah,
no.
Anyway,
I won't buy again. That's for damn sure.
Wow.
She threatens the pawn shop guy with a gun, and then he's like, I don't think so, and he shows the newspaper, and it says like he was killed by her, and blah blah blah. The wife is like a flesh creature now. She doesn't look like a burned, charred skeleton.
She looks like a fuck doll,
but she's still fucking dead. And I'm like, what is the advantage here? I thought she was gonna be like a mummy creature and come back to life.
Yeah, they don't follow up with that either. It's like, so 1 minute she looks like the Crypt Keeper's sister, and then the next minute she just looks like a dead lady that's young. Like, is he into like some kinky weird shit or
necrophilia?
Yeah, no, nothing.
I don't get it.
No, it's weird.
They don't explain that at all. That's one of the, I think, missing pages of the screenplay was the explanation of his
wife.
Well, the ceremony and why is he doing it? Is it just because he loved her so much he just wants to be with her, but yet she's still dead? So
Phoenix brought up a good point earlier where he was talking about Friday the 13th versus this. And one thing I can honestly say is many times as I've seen the Friday the 13th shows, there's never a point, like we can laugh logistically, like where did those cops come from and why are they always going to the same bench and stuff like that. But at no point are you ever confused as to what's going on. And that's a network TV show versus
15 minutes.
This is a cable show, where they refuse to let you know what the hell's going on. Like, it just visually, you can tell people a story. And for some reason, this show can't do visual storytelling and it can't do humor. They always ruin both of those things in all of these episodes.
I'm just going to say this to be fair. Friday the 13th has an extra 15 minutes.
Most of it's wasted on bad dad jokes at the end of the show, though. Yeah.
They have an extra 15 minutes, so there's that. I'm not excusing Tales from the Crypt. I'm just saying that is a fact. But this episode, the main focus of it should have been on what the fuck is happening with this character. But instead, the main focus is on her walking around doing a dress-up montage. That montage scene was longer than they devoted to explaining the voodoo thing that was happening. And that was
this was devoted to, look, we got Leah Thompson on our show. Let's just do lots of things and let her do what she wants. And
when was the original air date of this episode? Now I'm curious. Does it coincide with Back to the Future 2?
I bet you it does, because it feels like that. Like, oh my God, Leah Thompson.
No, I'll look up both at the same time. So the episode debuted June 14th, 1989.
There you go.
This Back to the Future 2 came out on November 22nd, 1989.
Oh, well, okay. So it was a holiday movie. Okay. I thought it would be a summer movie. Okay.
So close.
Interesting. Huh. When did Howard the Duck come out on video? Maybe it coincides with Howard the Duck on video.
No, I'm not looking that up.
No, I'm afraid I'm going to find weird things. I'm going to find.
Speaking of weird things, do you think I'm gonna say yes, and I think we're all going to say yes. Do you think you can find images of Leah Thompson fucking a cartoon duck?
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure entire Pornhub sections have been dedicated to it by now.
So I think we should show an image right now.
Uh-oh.
You found one, didn't you?
I don't have anything to lose on YouTube. I could show it.
He doesn't care about his channel like some of us.
I don't give a shit.
Well, I don't care. I fuck YouTube. I don't like YouTube.
Yeah, if you see this and you record this on the internet, you have a collector's item, because this is the last time you'll ever see LIW Studios on YouTube.
Look it up. I don't want that in my search history.
It's not like it. Come on, it's not like it's not already there. I mean, you just said that you saw something.
Yeah, I have to open my subfolders, and I don't want to do that right now.
It's a deep dark web subfolder. That's what it is.
What a dick tease. God.
On the dark web, come see Corkscrew Cox and Leah Thompson's asshole.
You don't respect me, Howard.
Howard the Duck. Bow. There's a song, remember?
Am I doing this right, Mr. Lucas?
Oh, no. I just wanted to do a movie about the duck character.
There's no bras in space. So
voiced by Frank Oz?
Yes. Hi.
Adams was very Frank Oz.
I can't do George Lucas.
I don't understand what's going on over here. It's always an old, tired man.
I can do some Frank Oz.
Songs about rainbows.
Rubber Ducky, you're the one.
Did you see Red Tails? Red Tails was great.
Be fun.
I ruined World War II for black people with my movie Red Tails.
I really think I'm be a black person in World War II.
I remember when Red Tails came out. I'm like, I saw this before. It was called the Tuskegee Airmen. It was so better than this.
Oh, Tuskegee Airmen's great.
Way better. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
When it came on HBO, I watched the shit out of that movie. And Red Tails, and he was out going, there's no action movie starring black people. Like,
he said, he's so out of touch.
There's an entire subgenre for it.
Yeah.
Like, you fucking liar.
No, there's not. No,
Jackie Brown.
No,
he made that movie to impress his would-be wife at the time. You know it, I know it. Everybody fucking knows it. I don't care what anybody says.
I think George Lucas is a good person. He's just a bad director.
What it is he became the very thing that he hated. He became a corporate mogul, and he did it to escape being a corporate mogul. And to escape that, he became it. And I think he tried to tell people that that's what he morphed into, and he felt bad about it. But the way in which he tried to do it didn't resonate with people, because what people don't realize is that those Star Wars movies were based on serials, and most people serials are too old for people to even comprehend what the fuck those things were.
Yeah.
But those those prequels were more like were more like the serials than the actual Star Wars movies. What people wanted was the Star Wars movies that he made by having other people come in and edit them and direct them and stuff like that. That's what they like. He doesn't comprehend that. He's like, no, that's not what I ever wanted to make. I wanted to make Flash Gordon. Okay, that's what he wanted to do. Is he wanted to make Flash Gordon.
I'm really glad Nick's not here right now because the prequels I think are worse than snuff movies.
Oh, the prequels are terrible. I think the Disney movies are better than the prequels. I don't like the prequels.
100%.
No. I can't go along with that.
I don't hate the Disney movies. I really don't.
I hate most of them.
I don't hate them.
They're stupid, but the prequels are boring.
Yeah, the prequels are bad.
But Solo is so much more boring than all the prequels. And actually, Solo is a fucking prequel.
Solo I couldn't see.
It was just boring. It was just a boring.
It was shot with a fucking black screen over the camera the whole time.
That looks like it was shot to be a snuff film, right?
You don't see. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't see Alden Ehrenreich anymore, so maybe he was killed at the end of that movie.
True. Coen Brothers won't hire him again. I don't take someone seriously when they say they like the prequels more than they like the sequels. As bad as the sequels are, the prequels are unwatchable.
Yeah, I would agree.
I would agree.
Like they're not. I mean, I understand. I think Dave Filoni. If you watch the Mandalorian behind the scene thing on Disney Plus, Dave Filoni sells the prequels like a master snake oil salesman. Like he says something. Like the way he explains it is so fucking good. I almost believe it. But I watched the movies and I'm like, they fucking suck.
Those prequels, people don't understand that because and the only reason I know this, all right, I didn't really know what serials were until I got older. And the only reason I know what serials are is I watch a fuck ton of Mystery Science Theater 3000, and they reviewed a ton of. They have shorts. They called them shorts, and it was usually like Commando Cody or fucking Prisoners of Atlantis or some shit like that. Those are exactly like the prequels, down to the costumes, the cadence of the dialogue, the corny fucking dialogue, all of that. So by the time he made that, everybody's like, what the fuck is this shit?
Get him, girls. He hit Buddy.
Yeah,
fun. There's no fun in the prequels. No,
there's not. Yeah, that's the problem. And then
you're trying to introduce that film style to an audience of people that don't want that. That was the whole thing. Yeah.
The acting is so wooden.
But that's the way those old serials were. They were like really cornball and straightforward and comic bookish,
But then you have it works. Well, because they have real sets.
Yeah,
I think that's the missing element is that there's
the old ones had actual built sets. And Luke is like, oh, look what we can do with computers. We can do everything.
You're in a blue void. Talk to them and act like there's stuff going around where they're.
Yeah, it sucks.
No, there's a big fish monster coming towards you now. We'll fix it in post.
Well,
have another coffee.
I saw Ewan McGregor in his divorce had to give up 50% of his Star Wars money to his ex-wife.
Oh.
So he's fucking definitely jumping on the Obi-Wan.
Fuck him. He probably deserved it. Fuck him.
Oh, he cheated all the time.
He's a piece of shit. I've been him ever since Ray. Fuck him.
He's got a great cock. You can't ignore that.
His motorcycle show was great.
Oh, that motorcycle show is awesome. Yeah, I love that show.
It was so stupid, but it was fun.
Long way round.
It was him talking to people in like Mongolia. Yeah. Being like, how do I ride my $1 million motorcycle through your shit village? How do I do that?
And the worst road he drove on was in Canada because he got hit by a car in Canada by like twice. They got in 2 car accidents in Canada.
Oh, they ran into him on purpose. They wanted his ass out.
Well, you couldn't tell. They were in those big
I'm sorry.
helmets.
It's Canada, so they wanted his ass out.
Oot. I saw your film in the theater on Hoos.
You're Scottish.
A very Scottish Canadian.
Well, that's who's founded it. They were Scotsmen.
Oh, I hit you in my car in Burbis.
Sorry. Oh no! Oh, I feel so bad about this.
Some kind of fucking hoosery.
Oh God! It's Obi-Wan Kenobi there, Oh no!
Obi-Wan, no cross Obi,
No,
across the road, We're going 75 kilometers.
Yeah.
Oh God, hit you so hard.
That's a fast car there.
Ruined my my Dodge. You didn't, Dad.
You got to watch this show on Netflix. It's about a Canadian car. I don't know if you've seen it. I forgot what it's called. It's like Restoration something. This guy in Canada. Oh, he's getting a drink. I feel like I can't tell the story yet. I guess it's very good. I can't remember what it's called though. It's a Canadian show.
So when he walks back in, just say. So then the duck just shoved her cock right inside. It shoved his cock right inside Leah Thompson. It was fucking awful.
We'll do that. Poor Leah Thompson.
Oh, Leah Thompson. She was very fuckable though.
I just can't get behind it. I mean, she's
it's
very
cool.
pretty.
Everybody has a type. I have a type,
Yeah.
I Jennifer Jason Leigh. I have types. Yeah,
that's rough. Jennifer Jason Leigh from Hateful Eight.
Hitcher.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. I can understand that.
Maybe even the Machinist a little bit.
Oh, she's a hooker in that one. But her and Hudson
nice tits, though.
Same accent from Leah Thompson in this episode.
That's true.
Her entire character is this.
Yeah. I'm chewing gum over here.
What's my motivation?
You forgot
I'm a hooker, right?
You gotta say the N-word now.
No. I'm not Frank.
No? Okay.
I'm not Frank.
The N-word, non-disclosure.
For what happened on the set of Tales from the Crypt.
Exclusivity clause.
Hashtag not my duck cock.
Diplomatic immunity.
Diplomatic immunity.
Did you ever watch? Okay, so I guess here's something interesting about Lethal Weapon 2. If you rewatch it, the very end of the movie, where they had that camera, how it's a helicopter shot, it's going over the cargo ship.
Yeah.
Riggs and Murtaugh. Riggs is dead. Riggs is supposed to be dead, hanging from that. And there's that. All that dialogue is ADR'd, obviously, and that whole ending is Riggs being brought down by Murtaugh, and he's like crying over his dead body because he died in the script. The original script, he died.
Yeah.
That's interesting to me. That was pretty good.
We could have avoided a lot of Mel Gibson over the years.
Whoa, that's a spicy meatball.
Hey, I like Mel Gibson. Crazy. I like it when he's crazy. It's even better.
Did I tell you I met him when I first moved to LA?
Yes.
I think so. You told me he was really short.
He was so nice, but it was also right before Last Temptation came, or not. That's Scorsese. His
Passion. Yeah.
Right before that came out. Remember those people across the street from our school picketing with giant crosses?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I remember that. Yeah, but thank God he did, because those tapes are so beautiful.
I'm still trying to get over El Apocalypto or whatever, or Apocalypto or whatever the fuck.
Apocalypto's a good movie. I like Apocalypto. I'll get behind that one.
It was a remake of our directing teacher.
Yes, Salvador Carrasco.
I found that on DVD and I have it now.
You should buy it at Amoeba.
No, I bought it out here in Phoenix.
Amoeba's gone. Did you know that?
Is it really?
They moved out. They lost the lease, and now it's going to be condos. But ain't going to be enough condos. No one's going to fucking live there anymore now. So it's going to be an empty building forever.
I wanted to mention that to you because I was thinking about that when I was talking earlier. I have two uncles right now that are in Sacramento. Sacramento. Not Sacramento. There's a town outside of Sacramento that both of my uncles live in, and it's on fire right now.
Oh yeah, no, we've had smoke all day here. I've had
on Twitter. It says California government announced they are fighting 232 fires right now.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, we had
a lightning storm happen like a couple days ago and started all these fires. So that's what happened. Oh yeah, it happens all the time.
So there's a fire literally on the other side of the freeway from where both of my uncles live. So
I remember I was in Hollywood when the Hollywood Hills were on fire, and the fire was literally a mile away from the Hollywood sign.
Yeah,
like I was there. I saw it. It was unbelievable.
When we first moved there for school, I remember going outside the apartment, and then when the first week, and then sitting outside the phone talking to people from Michigan, and it's just ash.
Yeah,
pouring.
I've been telling people on my YouTube channel for months now. I'm like, fucking Hollywood is burning physically and metaphorically.
No, it's done,
it is on fire, and they have done it to themselves.
Well, I just talked to my friend. He lives there, and he said
you can't find a U-Haul truck. A U-Haul truck costs $1,000 in LA.
Oh,
because they're all rented out.
Fuck.
Everybody is leaving LA. LA is done. It is not coming back. It is dead. It is over.
Nice, though, if you buy a house in 10 years there.
Well, that's the thing.
And
All
then
the Bay
20 years later.
All the Bay Area people are buying houses where I live because it's like 90 minutes away. So the prices are like ridiculous. If we're trying to see, maybe we can sell our properties and buy out of state stuff because that's going to be the future anyway. Get out of this fucking state. But
California's just going to Texas. That's it.
Well, that's basically what happens. What's happening. Yeah.
It's they fucked over themselves.
Oh, it's stupid.
I don't feel bad at all.
Oh no. Yeah, California deserves every bad thing now that they keep voting like this. They deserve it.
They did, yeah. They burned to themselves.
Yeah,
and this is the result of the things that they put into motion for a while now.
Just like Leah Thompson selling her beauty to a voodoo guy.
That was
it comes together.
That was a nice segue there, Dick Dickett.
Yeah. Comes together.
I'm glad someone else did it other than me. I like when Adam does it sometimes on Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Like,
with this show, I'm getting less and less like anxious to get back to what we're talking about. So I'm just like, fuck this episode.
Well, Twilight Zone's a good show.
Twilight Zone is a good show. Even the bad ones, like I love talking about them. This show, I love it when we go off topic and like, remember that other movie that was way better than this? Yeah, let's talk about that. Yeah,
we haven't done a bad Twilight Zone in a while though, so I don't know what you're talking about. But
yeah,
we had an argument. We had a disagreement. Yesterday.
Oh shit!
I was the only standout saying I liked an episode.
Oh, from Twilight Zone, the new season.
No, the old one.
Okay.
We're on season 5, which these guys have told me is like the worst one, and I didn't like either episode that we watched, and Phoenix liked one of them, which is fine.
Is that the last season?
Yeah.
Luckily,
thank God. Yeah.
Which one was it?
Spur of the moment.
Spur of the moment. He liked that one. I thought it was dumb.
Which one's that?
The lady on a horse is chasing her younger self.
Oh, that's not a bad one. I'll get behind that one.
Okay,
that's not a bad one.
I just want to.
I like it.
We'll say
I can understand.
7.2 in IMDb. I get that you guys don't like it, but it also people have voted in numerous ways, and people liked it.
I gave it a 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not too bad. You didn't say 2 like Jansen. Jansen was being
I didn't think it was a 2. I thought it was a 5. It was a very forgettable episode. You know, it
so negative.
Very middle of the road. Yeah, he was kind of cranky last night.
Yeah.
So was Frank. Frank was really crabby last night.
Everyone was. Our second show.
I wasn't crabby. I was in a good mood. I was the one that didn't get kicked off the stream.
I was crabby because of Frank.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wait, you got kicked off the stream?
I kicked off.
I
Frank
didn't.
7 times.
He kicked Jansen. He kicked Jansen and Frank off a couple of times.
Oh my god.
Jansen I was fucking around with, but Frank I was. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I texted Jansen, like, you deal with this when we're setting his microphone. We told him to show up. This is all in the air, and this is all on the podcast. He's going to hear this. We told him to show up 20 minutes early so we could all do sound check, mostly to fork on his microphone. He shows up 8 minutes early, right, Adam?
Yes.
So we're all sitting here for 15 minutes or so. So he showed up early, and we're just waiting. And then he shows up and he fixes it, and he gets on and he starts giving shit to everything we say.
Yeah, it's like he was just looking for things to give people shit about, and I'm like, no, you're kind of overdoing it. Yeah.
I texted Jansen, I go, you deal with this. I'm gonna fucking yell at him, and then it went from there. And I just like every time he was annoying me, I just did this.
Oh wow!
And I would just remove it from the stream. I did it too much, I'll say that, but I was it was also it amused me, but also kind of getting irritated at points.
Giving you those god powers. You haven't hosted that many shows, so now you're realizing what you can do and can't do.
Yeah, but then he hung out after, and he's like, "Do way off topic," and I'm like, "I don't want to do that. I have to do some."
Oh, he did that to you again.
And then we watched the
after
the Blackhawks game together, and he fell asleep during the third period, so I just removed him and closed it. I was like, "All right," and he never talked about it again. So that's
Well, he's on the East Coast, so he's this time. That's late.
He falls asleep, whatever time.
That's rough. That's kind of hard to do.
I have a hard time making commitments to other shows. Like I really like doing this one. I like doing the Twilight Zone, but I do 3 shows a week, including my own. So somebody else like, hey, would you do an off-topic? You know, I know he means well. And I feel bad, and every time I do it, it's like, will you do an off-topic podcasts off topic with me, and I'm like, that means we're going to be talking for 3 hours and not saying anything.
I told
kind
her
of like this.
it's
No, I'm
not
just
way
kidding.
off topic if there's no topic. Like right now, we're way off topic because we have a topic.
Yeah, he has no topic, so he just calls it way off topic. It's like, let's just chat. And it's like, there are some people that stream to have a show, to have a point, to entertain their listeners, and then there's some people that use StreamYard as a means to just bullshit and hang out. And I don't really like doing the bullshit hangout thing. And I've got into some fights with some other shows that I've been part of in the past as a result of it. I'm like, I don't want to waste all of my time doing this when I could be doing anything else. You know,
It reminds me of when Leah Thompson
yes,
showed up. We're about to wrap up. She shows up, she gets denied her youth back, and then she like quietly walks out of the room and has to deal with the fact that she's old and she
steals the mask.
She steals the mask, and then she bumps into her friend outside,
Cardi B,
and it breaks in the ground, and she gets yelled at by her. And I thought she did the whole cliche.
Scary Spice.
Oh, it's you. That sort of
no,
thing.
I thought her face was going to like crack in half and fall off.
That would have been a little bit more interesting.
I thought that's what that was going to hit. Like she breaks it, like it's like death becomes her. She breaks her face, and like the face shake, and like you have to put it together like Hellraiser.
Yeah, if her head fell off her body, that would have been kind of a cool ending. But no, that didn't.
I would have done that because Zemeckis is a producer in the show.
That's true.
By the way, Vacaville is what I was talking about. That's the
Vacaville. Okay,
yeah. I have two uncles on my dad's side of the family that live in Vacaville, and it's on fire.
Yeah, we got fires there right now. It's crazy.
What happens after? We cut to the Crypt Keeper again because it's over.
He has 2 puns.
He doesn't do puns, and his voice sounds more gravelly and
very raspy, like you're in the pit of despair.
You're putting too much on it.
You're right.
He's really low key. I'm gonna watch the episode with you,
and it's like that, and he's like so low key. You're not. It's not a pun a minute.
It's darker.
It's darker.
It's more of a horror show.
Yeah, I felt like that's what they should have done.
Yeah,
throughout the whole series, but instead he turned into like a quip machine, and he's like a comedy device.
Well, to be fair, the comic is like that.
The quips and the
because you have the opening and the closer. It would always be either the Crypt Keeper, the Witch, or the Haunt of Fear guy. There's like 3 different guys.
Weird because the cartoon sounds like it's closer to the comic.
I would say,
it has those characters.
Yeah,
but the show, I liked him better in this episode. I thought he was more appropriate because if you want to have comedy during the episode, that's fine, but you should have a appropriate setup. Like in that one we watched where he's a fucking NASA astronaut. I'm like, and it had nothing to do with the show, and I was so confused, and I'm like, it threw us off to the point where I was angry by the time we got to the actual episode.
We're pretty convinced that they just filmed just random shit and just attached them to whatever episode they finish. It's probably there's production value problems, and like, well, we got the guy with the puppet we can film anytime we want, so we'll get that shit done in like a week. And then we'll spend the next month and a half looking for assholes that will be on our show and write a script around them.
Yeah.
Here's Leah Thompson. Scooby-Doo presents Leah Thompson and the Harlem Globetrotters.
It was a strange period of HBO. Or yes. To say TV, because HBO was really coming into its own at this point. It had a couple series that were working. And this is just another one. They said, you can work for 6 days and we'll do a show with you. And that'll be it. And you're done. And it didn't feel like a big fucking commitment to these people whose egos are probably out of control. And they're like, I'm too good for TV. They're like, 5 days, you're done.
Yeah. 5 days and how many million now? Fine.
You get to swear. It's on HBO. It's cable. You don't have to worry about the censors. You can do whatever you want. We're going to murder people. It sounds appealing. Like when you hear that as an actor. As opposed to like you'll be on an episode of what the fuck was on the air at that time. Who gives a shit? And
The Perfect Strangers.
Yeah, during like a CBS show in 1989, where you're like
TGIF.
Whatever, I'll show up and I'll show up on Family Matters and say 3 lines and leave.
Yeah, but you know what? They got paid like $100,000 to do that back in the day. They got paid big fucking money to be a guest star on a TV show.
I'm just saying they definitely did not pay $100,000 an episode.
Yeah.
It was just there to go, hey, you can do something different. Like she's never done anything like this before where she killed people. And That's why I think they got what's his name in the last couple episodes ago, Uncle Jesse.
Yeah.
That's why they got him, because he could kill people and like have a fight scene, and it sounds exciting to get these actors involved. Like, hey, we'll get you on here and you can fight people and kill people, and you're a badass, and you're a pimp, or what was he, a gigolo?
Yeah.
So I get why the actors would do it, but like the writing, which just wasn't there, and it appears to have never been there for this entire series.
Yeah.
Except for Yellow, right? Adam?
I think Adam froze.
No, I was looking at. I was trying to figure out how long HBO has been around, and according to fucking Wikipedia, it's been around since
81,
73.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't get it in our house until like I want to say like maybe 83 or 84, somewhere around there.
That's
so
when I got like real popular.
My grandparents had it before my parents did. Like they're the ones that sold my parents on getting it, and they're like, "Oh, you can watch all these movies without commercials." Wow.
I remember the cable boxes and how you could still cable with like switching the cords and like doing that shit. Oh, the cable man days where you gave him $50 and you got the Spice Channel.
Oh,
yeah, the Spice Channel.
Oh god!
And if you were really poor like I was, you'd flip it to that channel, and if you just turn the knob maybe just a little bit to the right or left, maybe you'd get a second of a something, and you'd try to remember it.
I had
put that in a spank bag for later.
The NASA-sized satellite dish in the yard that would that thing. You could hit the SKU button and fuck. Like I had a weird algorithm on the buttons where I would do it, and you get the Spice Channel for a little bit.
Wow,
I had that going on.
And then by the time I got to high school, I think we switched from HBO to Cinemax. Then he had Skinemax, and I watched all of them movies. Yeah. Watched all of those movies, all of them.
They had a certain charm to them.
I never had Showtime. Never had Showtime.
Yeah, Showtime always was shitty.
I never had Showtime. I had Stars for a little while, and the only reason I subscribed to Stars was they had Ash versus Evil Dead, and then as soon as they canceled that, I canceled Stars because they literally had nothing else on that channel.
Well, I'll tell you what. I just bought Stars on Amazon for $8.99 a month because they had all the movies I hadn't seen. I saw Bad Boys for Life. I watched Alien Nation again.
I'm at the point in my life where I will dump
the movie.
I will dump and start subscriptions based on what's going on. Like, okay, Hulu, you got some shows I want to watch. I'll pick you up and I'll dump some other fucking service.
Absolutely. Well, that's what it is now. It's
HBO Max, Disney Plus. Bye.
Yeah, no, Disney Plus got nothing.
Hello, Shudder. Hello, Hulu.
I have a 3-year-old at home, so Disney Plus is a necessity.
Well, I kidnap 3-year-olds, so I have to watch it with them.
You should kidnap mine so I can cancel my Disney Plus.
There you go, get rid of it.
There you go. This is a problem that's ready to solve itself any moment.
Yeah. Well, I got it for free because Verizon had it for free for a year thing.
Well, I did the ESPN Plus, Netflix, and Hulu.
Right, yeah. That's a good deal.
$11.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. They'll get better as the year goes on because after their shows go back on schedule, you'll have stuff to watch. But they kind of got fucked by this.
That's something that drives me nuts about Netflix is they'll go through seasons where there's like tons of shit to watch, and then all of a sudden they'll purge all that and bring in all this bullshit. They're like, why? Why? Why are you
a lot of reality TV now for some fucking reason?
It's cheap. That's why it's cheap.
Yeah. That's why they do it. That's the writer's strike brought all that crap in. Remember?
Well, also, I don't know how Netflix can function when it's $15 billion in debt. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand how Netflix is successful.
I'm telling you, somebody's going to buy that shit. It's either going to be Apple or fucking Warner or Disney. Yeah, they're going to buy that shit out.
Disney's buying everything.
They shouldn't.
I hate the fact that I even bothered with Hulu, but there just happened to be things on there that I was starting to enjoy. So
I hate to bring it to you, Disney might be bought by somebody else because Disney's dying right now.
Right? That's what I heard.
Disney's in trouble. Like
Apple might wind up owning their ass.
Every 10, 15 years of Disney, though. I remember
what I would love to see is somebody buys Disney and all those properties that they bought. They sell them out to other people, like Fox gets sold to somebody else, and then we can start getting some good entertainment again.
Maybe
Disney bought all of this shit, and they just sit on it and they mismanage the fuck out of it, and now we got all this bad entertainment.
And I'm still waiting for Song of the South to come out.
It's not showing up.
It's not
funny because Adam, I just listened to an old Twilight Zone that we did, Adam, and we're talking about that. The
Song of the South.
We called them the racist Jim Crows.
Uncle Remus.
Uncle Remus. Yeah.
Uncle Remus and the crows from Dumbo.
The race. I hate Dumbo. Fuck that movie. I
didn't watch it.
None of them. The old one or the new one. Fuck them.
There's a new one. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tim Burton movie.
One of Tim Burton's next embarrassments. Like his movie.
Guy Ritchie do a Disney movie. What the fuck?
Aladdin.
What the fuck?
Aladdin. That one actually made money though.
I made $1 billion.
Yeah.
Sucks. That ain't happening ever again. Did you ever watch Ralph the Movie Maker on YouTube?
No.
No, sir.
He's like a New York kid, I guess. He's like a 20-something he's kind of like a Red Letter Media ripoff guy.
Oh, okay.
He's not based. He's pretty good. He did the Aladdin movie. He reviewed it, and it's pretty funny. And I basically saw Aladdin through that video, and it's god awful. It is just so bad. I'm glad I didn't see it. I don't understand why it was successful. It's terrible.
You ever watch yourmoviesucks.org?
No.
That's a good one. He's a Canadian guy, and he just he'll review an entire movie in like 2 minutes and 36 seconds. But very good editing. Yeah.
Good Bad Flicks is a good one.
Yep.
I don't think a lot of people watch.
I'm subscribed to him. Yeah.
He's good.
Big Red Letter Media fan, but Good Bad Flicks.
He's good.
So my score for fucking this episode is a 6, and I'm only giving it a 6 because I like Leah Thompson. That's it. It's other than that, it's a waste of Leah Thompson. She looks good in it. It's another dumb Tales from the Crypt episode that goes nowhere. It's edited poorly. It's hard to understand what's going on story-wise, even with the dialogue. The music is batshit awful in it too. Like
it's so fucking 80s and loud.
There's like animal noises, like sounds like animals having sex, like giant cats having sex, and they're like growling in between the bars and
I'm
the
normally
beats.
into that, but it didn't work for me.
No, it might have worked for the Tiger King, but it doesn't work for this episode because it doesn't make any sense as to what else is going on. The only thing that we came to conclusion maybe like, oh, she's a cougar. And doesn't she have a stupid name in this too? Like we were laughing about that. Her name was
Vane.
Vane. Yeah, her name is
Vane.
Miss Vane.
No.
I think that's one of the.
Bet you think the song is about you.
I think that's a 50s thing, because think about like Batman things. They're so obvious.
Yeah.
It feels like the throwback to that. So that's probably a real name from the actual comic, and it worked back then, but not nowadays. Not even 89.
Edward Nygma?
Yeah. Yeah, that sort of shit.
Yeah.
I give it a 5. I give it 1 lower than you. I wanted to like it, but it kept disappointing me, and I didn't know how to feel. I've never been so confused by an episode where I'm like, it almost, because if this would have been a 45-minute episode and they fleshed out more about the voodoo backstory, which normally I would hate, but if they had 1 or 2 scenes with that guy, the pawn shop owner, where he's describing what he's doing specifically, and it related to Leah Thompson's character, that would have worked for me a little bit better. But it was just so glossed over, and that was like in the back burner, and they're like, who gives a shit? But like, that was the main point.
How do you go into a show with no expectations and still come out disappointing? Because that's how I felt. I'm like, I had no expectations going into this other than, oh, look, Leah Thompson. And somehow still wound up disappointed.
It's like high school.
Because of season 1. In season 1 of shows, usually they have their story written because they've been working on it for years, like trying to pitch it and sell it. So they have their stories, especially based on a comic from the 50s. They have all this time to get their stories together. I thought it was going to be really good stories, but like kind of the production's not quite there. Like they don't have the show put together as well, like Star Trek Next Generation season 1. Where it's like, oh, I see what you're going for. You're setting it up, but this is an anthology show. Maybe it's just not quite put together. When I heard the Crypt Keeper's voice, I wasn't surprised because like Futurama season 1, Bender sounds weird as hell, and kind of like that, where the voices aren't there, the magic's not there.
We've arrived at the conclusion that the ball that you draw these episodes out of is fucking cursed. It comes from Friday the 13th, the series. Like he bought this in a Cursed Goods. It's a voodoo ball, and these balls are fucking awful. Like no matter what we draw, it's going to be the worst episode ever. And sometimes we go in our lowest expectations. We might find one that we like, but so far we've only ever seen like 2 or 3 episodes that we liked out of all of them.
Can we watch an Amazing Stories episode?
If you want to choose that, pause.
Okay.
Two different thoughts at the same time. I want your rating, but if you want to, I said you could, or Adam and I agree, you could go next for our Never Go Back.
Right.
25. You can
that's
choose
like
the stories episode. It's got to be random though. Please choose random.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, Amazing Stories at random. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
just pick a number or something or a season. Yeah.
Because I would like to watch the Mark Hamill one, but
that's not random.
I know it's not random.
Okay.
So that's why I stopped myself.
I have every episode right here. Let me pull it up. We'll choose it right now. There's 3 seasons. The third season is this year or last year, whatever the fuck came out.
Okay.
3 seasons. Pick a season.
Dose.
Pick an episode 1 through 21.
16.
You picked The Family Dog.
Oh, fuck, it's a cartoon episode. No, I'm not doing that.
No Dixie Baxies.
That's a Tim Burton. That's a Tim Burton episode. That's a Tim Burton
Oh,
episode.
no.
It's an animated episode where the dog dies and comes. Because they made a pilot. That was basically the pilot for his series.
What do we care? Let him pick another one.
No, he's right. Yeah, I don't want to watch this either.
No, it's animated.
We're gonna pretend like we're gonna pull a Red Letter Media and go back on our own rules. So just
season.
Oh, look, it went to the next one. Yeah.
Season 2, episode 14.
Blue Man Down.
I don't know.
We're just gonna do it.
We'll find out.
We'll find
out. If it's animated or not.
Yeah, make sure it's not animated.
Okay, we'll do that one. I'll copy it here. Hold on 1 second, guys, and copy. We'll go back here.
And my rating is 4.651.
So you gave it a 5 as well.
Sure. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Just for the character actors in this episode.
I feel bad, Phoenix. The last 3 shows that I've watched for your channel have been so bad. Like just all of them, no good ones this week. No good nothing for me.
Can you guys repeat this because I just pulled for the new ball. Oh, 69. You guys have never gone to bingo, have you?
Oh, 69.
Never will.
Bingo.
Okay, hold on. I'll pull this. You guys talk about Jews or something. I don't know.
All right. Well, my favorite Jew.
Mine is Mel Brooks.
My favorite Jew is Adolf Hitler.
Oh my goodness!
It's hard to do with the ball in my hand.
So
Jesus Christ was into carpentry.
You are not going to believe the next episode we picked. The odds of this are fucking crazy. And
you always say that, and you always overhype it, and somehow we still wind up disappointed.
It's true.
What's it say? Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, guys.
Didn't we already see that one?
602 only skin deep.
There's 2 titles that sound almost exactly alike, and we picked both of them back to back.
Is that the one? Is that the Arnold Schwarzenegger one? Directed by Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, William Malone.
Okay. Only skin deep.
I love Arnold Schwarzenegger, like admiration and respect. I've got a giant Terminator poster behind me. I have a T-shirt of him, but I don't think the guy could direct a play. You know what I mean? Like a school play.
Let's talk about that T-shirt.
Let's not.
Okay.
How about let's not? Yeah, I'm wearing a RoboCop T-shirt this time, so you can't do that shit.
There you go. Clarence Bodiger.
So next week,
Part man, part machine, all cop.
Done?
Nope.
Done. Next week, 602 only skin deep. So we're going from only sin deep to only skin deep, and I can't fucking believe that. I'm so excited. It's gonna suck. It's gonna fucking suck. It has a hold on. Let's find out what it has.
That means nothing.
This episode is a 6.8.
That's great.
This one has a 7.4. So we got something to look forward to. It's got a higher rating.
Let's not forget the highest rated episode.
Not impressed.
The highest rated episode on IMDb was the Christopher Reeve one, remember?
Put it this way, there's TV shows that I'll buy on DVD. This will never be one of them. Never.
I have 2 seasons on DVD.
But I will say this, that when we did the Demon Knight, that was great. I will buy that on Blu-ray. I like that movie more now than I used to.
You have to get the Shout Factory version, I think. It's all the special features.
I love Shout Factory. I like supporting them. I will definitely buy that brand new from them.
If it's Shout Factory, I think it might be Arrow. I can't remember.
Factory's great.
Yeah.
Arrow's okay, but Shout Factory's better. I subscribe to Shout Factory TV. I love their content.
Arrow is a great way to spend $40 on a Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Why? Because they're like, we're the Criterion Collection of horror
of B movies.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Arrow. I like that you're releasing these movies, but calm the fuck down on your prices.
Shout Factory has reasonable prices, and even Criterion has reasonable prices from time to time.
Anytime I buy an Arrow, it's $20 on Amazon because they wait for the sale.
Yeah, but Criterion, you can do the same thing. If you go to Barnes &
right,
they'll have a buy one get one.
They'll have a buy one get one, or all of them are half price. Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, that's where I bought most of my Criterions. Yeah,
me too.
I need to buy more.
Seconds on Criterion, John Frankenheimer. I had to bring him up once, right?
I was waiting for it. It usually kind of winds up during the end somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, here it is.
Menachem Golan is a film director.
Oh God, I love him.
Did I save? I don't think I saved a clip. Nope. I don't have my John Frankenheimer clip yet.
Well,
sorry.
Son of a bitch.
Call me a douchebag or something. Someone call me a name.
Golan Globus, my heroes. Fucking love those guys.
You went a different way, Adam, but thanks, Dick.
Yeah, I know.
I do what I'm told.
Okay, guys. Let's get out of here. Went longer than I expected. Especially with this episode.
Yeah.
So next week, 602 Only Skin Deep. Go to LIWstudios.com for me. Check out the videos and podcasts on there. Adam?
RaidersLostFlix.com, where I review bad movies and we talk about them. And check out our YouTube channel every Friday night at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, where you watch a bad movie with us. We review it, we score it, we have a good time.
Dick Ticket here. Go to Amazon where you buy things. Type in The Monster Monroe, Richard, Pires, because that's how you're going to find this fucking thing. And Another Night. The two novels that I've written, go buy them. You'll love them if you like wonderful writing.
Do it.
But if you don't, fuck you.
If you don't,
it'll make your shit smell better.
That's what I heard.
If you don't like it, go sell your youth to a guy in a pawn shop.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. Chew a lot of gum while you're doing it.
Sure, that shit. Shoot your
Howard the Duck.
Woohoo!
Corkscrew Dick.
It's true.
Yeah.
Howard, you don't respect me.
Until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Adam Wilcox.
Dick Ticket.
So long, citizens. Bye, Leah. Call me. Call me and Adam.
Gross.
Hit me up, boo.
Gross.
Just gross.
Gross.